welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about my must-pack makeup essentials for traveling. So if you guys are interested to see what I pack in my travel makeup bag, then go ahead and keep on watching. So I'm going to go ahead and go in the order of application, and I'm going to start off with primers. I bring two primers with me when I travel. I bring a hydrating one and I bring a pore filling one. The hydrating one that I like to bring is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. This is absolutely amazing. It just adds such a beautiful glow to the skin. It really hydrates it, and it, I think personally, prolongs the makeup wear. So the one that I use for pore filling, I use in my T-zone area around my nose where I have large pores, is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. This is my second pot of it. This stuff lasts forever. A little bit goes a very long way, and I absolutely love how this feels and looks on the skin. It's not silicone-y, it doesn't feel like it's gonna slip and slide everywhere. I really like the formula of this pore filling primer. So for foundation, I like to bring two. I like to bring one that has SPF and one that does not, so I can wear one in the daytime and one in the evening. And the two that I choose to bring with me typically are the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is an SPF 50. I absolutely love this stuff. It's a godsend. It's literally magic in a tube. And then I also like to use the YSL Touche Éclat foundation. And I am in the shade BD60 in this, in the shade medium tan in this when I am tan. So if I am not tan and I am not traveling in the summer, I will not take this foundation because I do not have a light shade, but I will take with me the Burberry, this is the Cashmere Long Lasting Foundation. So this is more of a pale shade for me, and I absolutely love this foundation as well. Obviously the Touche Éclat one is more of a radiant finish to the skin, and this one is matte, but you can always add a little bit of a liquid, what's it called? A liquid highlighter to this foundation if you want to make it more glowy, but typically when I am pale, it's winter months and I like to be a little bit more matte anyway, so it works out perfectly. The two concealers that I take with me when I am traveling are the Maybelline Age Rewind in Neutralizer, and I like to use this in the daytime when I'm doing more of a light makeup look. And then I bring the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral for the evenings when I'm doing a little bit more of a going out look. For a cream contour, I always take my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel Bronze Universal. This is the cream one. This is a brand new one that I got today actually. I've had my other one for 3 years and I finally finished it. So this is just a staple in my collection always. I cannot do my makeup without it. For a liquid highlighter, if I do bring one, which most of the time I don't, I'll take my Sephora Radiant Luminizing Drops in Morning Light, and you can use this very sparingly on the tops of your cheekbones for a glow, or you can use this mixed into your foundation. So if I were to take my Burberry one, for example, which is more matte, I would maybe mix in a couple drops of this to add more of a radiant look if I was going for that. Moving on to powder, the only powder that I bring with me is this one. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I love this for everything. You can use a very little amount and just lightly set the face, or you can really pack it on for a nice and matte look. For bronzer, I always travel with two unless I am packing a highlight and contour palette of some sort, which I usually don't, but sometimes I do. I'll bring my NARS Casino bronzer. I absolutely love this one. And I'll bring my Hoola by Benefit because this one is going to add more of a contour realistic shadow, and this one's going to add more color and bronze my skin. For highlighter, I used to bring my Laura Geller Gilded Honey, but now my new favorite is the Dose of Colors and Debbie x Katy collab in Mírame. And I absolutely love this highlighter. It's stunning. So this is going to be a new go-to travel highlighter for me, as well as, so this one's more of like a golden one. So I like to bring something in the more like champagne family also. So I like to bring my Bobbi Brown Pink Glow highlighter. So I have the best of both worlds. If I do decide to bring a cheek palette with me, I won't bring my Hoola bronzer, but instead I will bring my Benefit Cheekathon Blush Palette. And this is great because you have Hoola right here, you have Dallas, which is the darker shade of their bronzer, as well as 3 blushes. So you have a lot of different options here for different looks. So this is definitely something that I like to travel with, especially because there is such a great mirror on this to do my makeup. Another palette that I like to travel with, if I do decide to bring it, is the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Sculpt and Glow Film Star Bronze and Glow. I can never remember the name of this thing, but I absolutely love this bronzer in here so much. But when I do get really tan, I like to do something a little bit more than this. So I like to use my Casino bronzer by NARS mixed in with this because that has more of a red undertone to it, which I prefer for bronzer when I'm more tan. But this highlighter is always stunning, and this is just a great palette, especially because it's so small and sleek, compact. It just fits in my makeup bag really well. For a setting spray, I'll either bring my MAC Fix Plus or whatever like smaller one that I have. So this is the Wet n Wild's Photo Focus All Day Wear Setting Spray. I've been taking this one with me because it's nice and small and fits in my bag. For brows, I like to take 2 pencils and my Dip Brow Pomade. So I have the Anastasia one in dark brown, which I love, love, love. And then I have 2 pencils. I have my IT Cosmetics Brow Power. This is like a universal taupe shade. And this one is the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal in Brunette. So I like to use both of these. This one has more of like a natural look to the brow. This one I could really sculpt the brow to make it the shape that I want. So this is like way more natural. This is in the middle, and then this one is like intense. When it comes to lipstick, I typically only pack one. This is the one that I love to wear all the time, and I feel like it just matches everything. This is the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in Seduction. This is just a go-to lip color for me, always, every day, here, on vacation. It's a great, 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 great color. For eyeliner, I don't typically wear eyeliner ever, so I don't really pack any liquid liner or anything like that. But what I will do is pack a chocolate brown eye pencil. This one is by Pure Minerals, and I love it. This is in Chocolate Mica, and I absolutely love this eyeliner. I like to use it to like kind of like smudge a little bit of a fake wing on the top of my lash line to add a little bit of definition. So this is like a typical go-to brown pencil for me. For mascara, I pack my L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black as well as my Buxom Big Tease mascara. These two separate are amazing, but together they're like another level of incredible. Now, if I'm being honest, I typically don't pack eyeshadows with me when I'm traveling. If I do wear eyeshadow, then I'll just kind of like throw my bronzer in my crease or put some sort of highlighter on my lid. But if I was going to take a palette with me, I would take my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette because it's nice and compact and it has everything that I personally would use in an eye look. They have tons of different levels of browns that are matte, which I like to do to build up color in my crease. And then I have tons of different lid shades that I could choose from, and there are a bunch of different look options in here. But I typically go for like a warm brown smoky eye of some sort, so I definitely have a lot of options in here for that. Or I would bring the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. This palette is amazing. I love it. I do love all of the brown neutral matte shades in here, and I love the lid colors. Like, I wouldn't go and do anything in this section really, because this is more of like you're going to a fun event or a music festival or something like that. Like, those are not colors that I typically wear on a day-to-day, but everything else is something that I would probably reach for if I were to do my makeup. The only downside to this palette is that there is no mirror on it. I would have loved to see a mirror in this palette because then it would be a perfect travel palette. So one last thing I want to mention is what I actually like to pack my makeup in when I travel. The first thing is this brush holder from Morphe. It is a square shape, but it opens flat. So your brushes just kind of sit in here nicely and nothing gets squished or like mushed up in like a soft bag that you might normally put your brushes in, and they kind of keep their shape a lot better. My brushes before I started using this to travel would always just get so messed up in my bag. They would be all split open and crazy, and I just wasn't very happy about it because my brushes were getting ruined. But the actual bag that I put all my makeup in is this one right here from Ted Baker. I love it because it is a plastic, so if it does get dirty, you can just wipe it clean. It's the easiest thing ever. It really does fit a lot of stuff in here, and I do like that it is more of a structured bag, so things are not going to be falling and hitting each other. It's kind of going to sit nice and snug in here. And I like to put all of my smaller products, like my lip products, my eyeliner, my mascara, an eyelash curler if I decide to do so. Anything like that is going to go in here because I don't like to put the small stuff in here because then they all kind of just fall at the bottom and then it's hard to find them. So I like to bring this one, this big bag right here for my actual makeup products, and then this one right here for my brushes. So I think that is everything that I pack in my travel makeup bag. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and a little sneak peek to see what I choose to travel with. Please let me know what your travel must-have makeup products are. I would love to know. let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you have not already to see more videos, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.